Afternoon, everybody in the VHR. Sign here. I'm going to do a quick video on Bartender 4. Now, using Bartender 4 by clicking on the icon in the upper right hand corner or going through your interface down here in the game menu, you can bring this up and then generate your bars in the fashion that you'd like to have them positioned. Now, there's multiple ways that you can sit there and manipulate it. You can make your icons larger, smaller, distance, spacing between them, all kinds of different things. I just go for really standard block formation here. It's definitely bulky. There's a lot more here than really needs to be. But, you know, as GM, you end up having all these macros and everything else that's associated with it. So it keeps everything pretty full. Now, the format that I choose, you click on the key bindings here to be able to create it. You click on the key bindings up here, and what this does is it activates it. Now, you can share this throughout all of them by clicking on this. So you do it on one, and then every other tune that you bring it up on, it'll be the same. So it'll allow you to be able to create some synergy involving certain tactics. Now, just to go over it, how I apply those and to create the format that I do. Utilizing the top here, where most of my action buttons that are part of my rotation on this hunter, for example, is 1 through 5, 6, 7, for example. So you have all these here, and what I've done is, I put most of those rotations there, so my hands are constantly, my left hand is constantly pressing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and alternating through them as they need to. Then I typically use QW and ERTY to be able to set up for the longer cooldowns that allow for burst damage. Now, for example, here on my Beastmaster build, I put the traps at RT and Y. R tends to get rotated in on multi-targets, so it's there, but since there's a cooldown, it gives me an opportunity for it to not necessarily be in the way, but also gives me the opportunity to be able to use it promptly as I need to because of where it's at. Now, I've set up my A, S, D, and F keys for my movement now. So S is forward, D is backwards, F is strafe to the right, and A is strafe to the left. And then by clicking down on the mouse pointer, it allows me to be able to do really quick spontaneous turns that allow me to be able to move very fast. And then it allows like forward and backward movement to be very simple, especially when tanking, for example, or for example the strafing being available so readily allows me to be able to sit there and engage on a target, but yet still be able to do the attack as I want to. And then Z, X, C, and V. Here I've got one of my major damages, but the rest of them, of course, are like disengage, for example. My defensive mitigator is C. Typically on my other classes, I use Z for my interrupts and X, or Z, X, and C as like interrupt, for example, in speed boost, so that way they're readily available to me and I can use them immediately. You just basically click on each one, see it says 1, and then you just hit the 1 button and boom, it's done. If you want to, you can hit escape to clear it. So for example, we'll click on it, we'll hit escape, so now it's not marked, and then click on it again, and there it is, it's marked by pressing the 1 key. And what this does is set everything up, and then when you're done, you click on OK, and that wraps it up. If you have any questions, please let me know. If anybody has time to be able to do a mouse over macro video, that'd be great, or at least talk with me so I can create one and show it, for example, for healing and things like that. That'd be really great. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, and have a blessed day. See y'all for the raid tonight.